How's it going, guys? I got a UU match for you against a guy by the name of Hidden Code, I believe. Now, he kind of brought this team into the stream, and then he was like, hey, I'm using a BL, or we kind of noticed it during the game, but as you can see, Wobbuffet's on his side, and I was like, you know what, that's fine. I got some weird shit going on. I was just like, I'm just going to toss together Fire, Water, Grass, and then just put 3 things that I think are going to be okay. Hitmonchan for priority. I just really like using that Hitmonchan, and then I have Nidoqueen for some hazards. Nidoqueen and Frosslass for some hazards. So I guess my main goal of this game is to try to get as many hazards set up as possible, which is not really how I tend to play, but I gotta say, it's fun to get him up. So he's gonna go ahead and lead off with his Mew, and now he switches to Snorlax. Now, I don't really use this Frosslass too often. I think this might have been the 2nd or 3rd game in the stream that I used it, but this is a Choice Bander, and it's got Trick on it, so the fact that he switches out to Snorlax to take that is just a little bit interesting. I think this is one of the only games I've ever uploaded on YouTube using a Choice Banded Frosslass. But it's got Ice Punch, Trick, Destiny Bond, and I believe Crunch. Zed runs one, but he runs Sucker Punch on it. I actually do like Sucker Punch on it better, so I may have to go back and fix it. I've just been kind of putting it off. But I'm going to go ahead and switch out to Nidoqueen, who does happen to be physically defensive, and I don't take that return good at all. That does over half, so I figure if I'm going to pick some hazards, I might as well pick the Stealth Rocks, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, whatever. I very easily could have gone out into Frosslass at that point, but I don't know why I didn't. I guess I just wanted a chance min-max there, and then maybe set up a layer of Toxic Spikes too, since it didn't really seem too apparent that he would have any spinners or anything like that. I don't think he did. But I'm going to go out into my Hitmonchan, and this kind of scared me bringing it in when I did, because I could, you know, be trapped by Wobbuffet, that kind of thing, and I wouldn't be able to knock it out. And that would have been a really good opportunity for him to bring it in, but then again, at the same time, it's like, I shouldn't even be fighting this thing, so whatever. But I'm going to go for an Ice Punch just to break the Mew sub, or at least try to. I'm thinking it'll do at least 25%. I think this thing is maybe Adamant as opposed to Jolly. I'm not 100% on this. But he sets up a sub and then a Swords Dance, and I believe I am outspeeding him just because I'm Jolly. I don't know if he's running like a bulkier set or anything like that. I don't even know my own pokes. I don't use this thing that often. I only have 2 Frostlasses, and both of them are not conventional attackers in the slightest. But he's going to Baton Pass out into a, what is this thing? This is Sock. And I think this thing is Choice Scarf just because it outspeeds me, and it decides to go for the close combat. Probably predicting me to switch out, you know, not wanting to take a Stone Edge or anything like that. So he sets up, passes out, and over predicts, and this is actually just making it so Frosslass is doing good, question mark, God forbid, but as you can see, I'm locked into Ice Punch, and that's all I've been doing. I've been hitting Ice Punch, and it's like super turbo easy mode. It's been working out for some strange reason, but he's going to bring this thing in again, and I believe go for the Stone Edge. Ends up missing, which really sucks for him big time, because now that this thing has a second chance to outspeed me and try to make a, you know, hit or anything like that, it can't. So check off 2 for Frosslass, 2 kills, and he's going to bring in his Zapdos, which I kind of want to say is Scarfed, but I'm still not 100%, or maybe he's just physically defensive, I don't know. But he's trying to coax a double switch. I'm just like, you know what, with a little bit of Stealth Rocks damage, I don't care if he is physically offensive or not, I'm just going to keep hitting Ice Punch. This is just turbo easy mode, and that's what's going on. But as you can see, Wobbuffet takes it beautifully, but I don't feel threatened by it because counter is a fighting move, and if he wants to go for the counter, it actually will not affect me. So this is one of the rare situations where Choice Banded Frosslass actually works out, because he keeps trying to go for counter, or he's just going for counter once, and it doesn't work out. And if he encores me, big fucking whoop. I'm stuck in on it anyway. So he figures the best use he can get out of this is just to go for the Safeguard, just to make sure nothing gets frozen. But if I froze him right there, I'm not gonna lie, that would have been fucking hilarious. But another Ice Punch takes him out, and Choice Banded Frosslass has taken out half of his team just by, I don't even know what the fuck happened. I really don't, but I'm probably gonna rename this thing just because I was on a Steel Panther binge at the time, and I was like, okay, we'll name it Asian Hooker, but I think a better name for it is Frostitute, so we're just gonna go with that later. But I'm gonna go ahead and bring in my Feraligatr, just because it's probably the bulkiest-ish thing I have. I could have brought in Hitmonchan, but I would want to be able to go for the Mach Punch later, just in case it does happen to be a Scarf variant. It misses Stone Edge, so I don't know anything right off the bat, but I can tell you guys right now, spoilers potentially for the next couple turns, but that it is a Life Orb variant, so... I'm going to go for the Waterfall on the Zapdos, and with a little bit of Stealth Rocks damage, that kind of thing, it's going to help out. But I'm going to bring in my Shaman now. This one is a more offensive one. This is just 3 attacks, Rest, Life Orb, just because you got Natural Cure going on. So once you start to run yourself a little bit dry, you can rest and then switch out, and then when you come back in, you're awake. So Natural Cure pokes with the Rest, always a good idea. But gonna go for the Hidden Power. I believe this is Ice. Is it? Okay, looks like it's Ice. That's probably one of the only 2 things you'd run on it. It's always between Ice or Fire on my Shamans. One of them runs Fire, another one runs Fire. This one runs Ice. I actually don't know what my third one runs. I should probably look into that, but this one for a fact runs Ice. Now, I'm gonna go for the Rest just to get some HP back and judge whether or not he's a Scarf variant, because if he is a Scarf variant, he probably would have outsped me right now and taken me out, which would have been good information to have just because I would know what move he locked himself in on. But because he's faster, I do manage to get, you know, a little bit of HP back, and that's actually going to let me live this hit. Not very well, but it does tell me that I am going to be faster than him. So I'm going to go ahead and send an Arcanine just to get the Intimidate off, you know, potentially his switch fodder, that kind of thing, depending on what he's going to end up going for. He goes for the Stab Stone Edge. That will take me out even at -1 just because it's super effective. And Rampardos has like a base 160 attack. God fucking damn, that is ridiculous. But now that I know he's basically just an offensive thing, I don't think he's going to have Rock Polish. But I reveal my final move. Actually, I think I revealed it earlier on the Snorlax. I thought he would try Pursuiting, and I thought it was dead there. But he misses Stone Edge, and he does happen to be fully offensive, so it's just going to be a matter of time before one of these attacks connects, and in this case, he's going to pick Stone Edge, and that's going to be a little kamikaze thing that Frosslass took out 4-6, you can reduce that shit, 2/3 of his team, and I'm just sitting here like, I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I like it. So, that's going to be the game. It was a rather interesting game. Unfortunately, all the games I have backed up are either this length or ridiculously long. Like, they're less than 25 turns or over 40. So I don't really have anything that's like a comfy in-between range. One of the last games I took, thanks to Sableye, was 55, and then I have another one's like 45, another one's like 47, I think. So I have some long games, and then I have some short games. So I guess just let me know what you want to see tomorrow. Not tomorrow, excuse me, Wednesday. God forbid I end up doing a long one for picture-in-picture, but I do plan on doing picture-in-picture on Wednesday since I do have the time, and why not? I kind of got sidetracked today for reasons. The doggies, please. Whatever. Anyways, that's going to do it for me for today, so if you guys enjoyed it, you're welcome to leave a like rating, comment, subscribe, do your thing, and I've been rambling for plenty of time, so I'm going to let you go, and I will see you guys tomorrow.